53 is the mic. Let's go, D. Watch the shit.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Exit. Slam. Anyway. Bang.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down now, it's Hines. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there, and it helps them move the sticks. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. Go. 51's the mic, boy. 51.
Brissett now. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. There he goes, left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. This will be taken very short. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right. Because
now the ball comes loose, and the Bengals grab it. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. And hopefully for both sides, not a sign of things to come, Charles. This morning, it was so perfect outside, but we knew this weather was coming, and we see the effects of it here early on.
And I wonder if how perfect it was this morning has psychologically fooled everyone. You know, it's almost like even though we were told.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Switch. Right here, guys.
A first down throw for Brissett. He gets it complete to Harris. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. Now it's Hines. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Brissett. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Harvey. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Check 15, check 15.
They run with Hines, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also moved the sticks. Brissett going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
On play action, Brissett. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Harvey. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now a draw play. This is Bell. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Darnold. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's Darnold. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now Darnold. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And some room to maneuver. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Throw left side complete. That's Harvey. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Eric Ebron, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. Extra point safely through. And that makes the score 14-7. Joseph now to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there?
It got his man complete. A big play there for Cincinnati. 44 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Darnold from the red zone now. This is caught. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
They'll run it with Bell, and he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Le'Veon Bell, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Zerline connects on the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth 1st half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the goal line.
I got you, boy.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Brissett sets to throw it. This one complete to Devin Funchess. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Coming up at the half, a reminder we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 16 yards the pickup there. The Colts have a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. This is Hines. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. From the 25 on 2nd down, Brissett. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. Out of the gun, Brissett. Ebron's got it. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Throwing, Brissett. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Draw play. This is Hines. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. This Bengal defense, they passed the first 2 tests. Now it's 3rd and goal. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Eric Ebron, as the first half is winding down, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. Joseph now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
53 is the mic. You better be.
A final shot before the break. Darnold, he's got Green. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace.
It's caught inside the 25. A huge play that time for the Colts. 41 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. To throw, Brissett. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Brissett. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. Brissett again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. From 8 yards out. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Joseph now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. He's got his man here. It's Green. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
To throw is Darnold. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And it's 2nd down. To the air again, Darnold. A screen to Bell. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing again is Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. And it's still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. His third touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. So on third and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A.J. Green, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. Zerline good with a PAT, and the lead will be cut down to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken near the 13. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sam Hubbard, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week, and this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half. But now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
It's 3rd and long for Brissett. Now he'll let it go deep left side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
They'll run on 1st down. Hines able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
We are headed to the 4th here on Thanksgiving night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
I'm coming after you. Kill. Go. Kill. Hey, no, look, we got Mike.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Brissett. Over the middle, complete. That's Harvey. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Bengals grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here. Not done in the 4th.
Check.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Watch the screen. Pick the edge. Go.
From the 16, Darnold. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms have ever been.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Marcus May with a pick. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Darnold. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
First down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
A first down throw, Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Back to throw, Darnold. And that will be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Lady. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Bound to lose one. Hey, check Mike 57. Hey, Alpha. Come to my world. We won. Here we go.
And here we go on 4th. Darnold. And that is incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
Check, ready. 60 out low. 58, right
On first down, it's Hines. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Brings up second and 8 at that 18-yard line.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Joseph on for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Joseph now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Darnold from the gun. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyler Eifert, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. So here's Darnold now as he'll lead his guys up to go for 2. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Here's Hines. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The Colts on 3rd down. They've been automatic. How about 8 for 8 in the game thus far? This is 3rd and 8. Now again, right side. Hines. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Here's Williams to return. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Two chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off here, the 32. Past the 20. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time."
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They run again with Hines. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Indianapolis, the win keeps them barely hanging on to their playoff hopes as they move to 4-7. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Indianapolis next week. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now in the year. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Down. Blue 80. Raider 1. Push it hard, hard, hard. Down. What? That's it. Down. 180. That's it. Down. 180. That's it. Down. Blue 80. Hey, 734. Let's say hard, hard, hard. White down. White 85. White Monday down. Push it hard, hard, hard. Monday down. You white 88. Raider 9. No. Push it hard. Down. White 80. White, 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 white.
X3, 218, chopper.
What's up? Down. Blue 80. Push it hard. Down. 180. Go, Chief. Blue 80. What's up? Down. 180. 180. We're good. We're good. 180. 618. Push it hard, hard, hard. Down. Blue 80. White Monday. That's it. White down. White 85. Deuce right, Chief. That's it. Monday, down. That's it. Down. 180. Raider 2. Let's say hard, hard, hard. Down. Blue 80. Raider 8. Please hard, hard, hard. Down. 180. Please hard. Down. What's up?